Yo, YouTube, back again, back again, back again. Right, I'm gonna go live now. Um, okay, what topic are we doing today? The point of art in the midst of chaos. Okay, that seems okay. The point art in the of midst of chaos. And confirm and go live. Oh, okay. I shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. Right. The point of art in the midst of chaos. That's the title for today. That's the title. Okay. Um let me actually see this. So the point of art in the midst of chaos, right? Right. Um hmm, hmm. Okay. I don't know why I don't know why I do stuff like that. You don't even understand because I'm trying to see something that I'm working on Streamlabs, but I'm trying to sort of understand what I'm doing and see how everything's positioned. So you guys don't know. I don't know why I'm rambling on. And this action that I do, like I'm very expressive with my left hand. I don't like that. It looks kind of pause. I saw it. I don't really watch my videos back, but I saw it when I was trying to upload or I think do a thumbnail. No, edit. I was trying to edit and I saw it and it was just like, no, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Yeah. So I think we should just get straight into it. Right. Whiteboard. I don't like getting the whiteboard out too quickly. Wait, is that how much this overpowers? Damn. I need to get better lighting, but it's fine for now. That's not great. Oh, okay. One second. I need to turn this light on. That's why. I was like, wait, why is the light overpowering it? It didn't make any sense. Yeah, at least that's not as bad. That was why, because my actual light wasn't on. Um. Okay. What is the point of art in the midst of chaos? What is it? I don't know. But we'll find out. But I don't know right now. I can't tell you that I know at the moment. But I think there's still an importance of art. When I was in secondary school studying art, right? I studied art in secondary school. Everybody said, you're never gonna make any money with art. Don't do it." I was very good at art. I never really was too passionate about anything. I think till literally even final year, still like was never really passionate about one thing, and there was nothing I was just like I'm hooked, except like trying to create some sort of content and gaming. That was the only thing that was like, yes, I'm hooked. This is lucrative, yo. But actually, let me actually search how lucrative is the gaming industry. The regular competitive. Oh no, competitive gaming. Yeah, the financial rewards are only like the rewards are lucrative to only a small percentage of elite players. Just like thing is, if you grind and grind and grind, you might make nothing from gaming. So what's the point of that, right? Only a tiny percentage of people actually earn something reasonable from that. It's not. You don't. You don't go into that without like a stupid amount of risk. So if you don't have rich parents, just don't do it. It's only for a very small amount of people. Um. Right. Let's just get started. Okay. Actually, I actually forgot. I need to starting again with sort of how you guys doing, what the vibe is like, and all that. But I know that the YouTube people are just going to be annoyed because I don't edit anything. I don't. And I'm actually thinking, how do I make it more inclusive to like YouTube and streaming? I don't know how because I like this because it's raw and real, but I also like the VOD being something you can watch. You know, I really do. Yeah. Did I save this already? I think I did. All right, let's get to work. Okay. There we go. Right. I think I already saved this, but I'm not sure. Oh, I haven't. What is it called? Yesterday, what was it called? Shouldn't have put this away. What was it called yesterday? I think it was like superpowers of today, or am I forgetting? No, jealousy. Do I have jealousy down? No, I don't. Jealousy. All right, save. There. Now we can delete this. Right. No, this way. Right. What is the importance of art in the midst of chaos? Like, for instance, let's say there's a lot of terrible things going on in the world, which I think it always is. There's always something bad that's happening. But there's times where it's just like, yeah, things are crazy. When there's a Great Depression, no food, no money, everyone's fighting, everybody's starving, no one can buy anything, nobody can borrow. It's all, you know, a, it's all a, it's like more of a every man for themselves because the world is always like every man for themselves from what we figured out. But it's going to be that sort of philosophy, but just heightened, right? Every man for themselves, like when nothing good is happening in the world. So, in that sort of situation, I don't think I'm painting that well. I genuinely need to get better at communicating, and like really sounding out every word because I'm realizing that some of the things that I say is hard to follow. Maybe it's the way that the audio is being recorded and it's not good. I might have to get a mic. But looking back on some of the videos, and I don't do this often, but anytime I'm trying to learn to edit, anytime I'm editing, it's just like I don't really like what I sound like, you know. But maybe that's just probably to do with audio quality. But if I speak better, I can be more clear, even if the audio quality is bad. So I need to sort of make sure I know that. Right. Or no, make sure I keep that at the back of my head. Okay. Just put the title down. Alright, what is the point of art in the midst of chaos? Alright, what is the point of art in the midst of chaos? Who knows? Can anyone say something? What is the point of it? What is the point of art? Let's actually remove that in the midst of chaos for now. Let's just take that out, right? What is the point of art? What is it? Actually, yeah, that might be cool. Actually, let me have like a divider. And then zoom all the way in, and then boom. Right. Do it like this, it would be half and half. Okay, what is the point of art? Who knows? Who can tell me? What's the point? What does art do? I never thought about this before, but what does it actually do? You can take it as from a macro level, which is like globally, and micro you can zoom in as small as possible. So at a global level, what does art do? Or is art global? Can it be global? Does art have to be viewed by a lot of people to be valuable? Is art about influence? Is it about the narrative? Is it about propaganda? Is it about the truth? It can be about I think a multitude of things. But hmm, what is the point of art is also to do with what is the power of art. I think the point is more fundamental though. So well we can let's just start very small, start very basic. Okay, so artistry, right? It's a skill, right? To be able to make art is a skill. Now, what is art? Let's go there. What is art? ART. It's something you create. Has to be, right? I'm not thinking too deep about that. Okay, it's something you create. Something you create. All right, what else? It's something that is hmm. It's a form of expression. And here I'm literally bending in every single type of art, right? We're gonna get into the types of art and what is real art and fake art. But to be honest, art is so inclusive that so many different things are art now. You can see some of the craziest like tiny efforts, activities, and people consider that art. In some cases, you can see it and say, "Wow, it's mind blowing," but in other cases, it's just like that is not art. So we're gonna figure that out today, right? So art is something you create. It's a form of expression. It reveals something, right? Art, you're trying to sort of communicate something. I guess the artist is presenting an idea or is visualizing an idea or actualizing an idea. Let me just write that down. So, all right. So the artist is actualizing what? I think it's SING or visualizing an idea. Okay, expressing an idea to communicate a point. Right. That's what I'm thinking of right now. Art is when the artist is expressing an idea to communicate a point. Now that point can be metaphorical or it can be very simple and basic. But there's always a type of point to art. Even some art that is pointless, that's the point, you know? It's satire, you know? So it's for the I think the art is for the audience to sort of detangle the idea in order to um, find out what the point is. It's like a puzzle, I would say, right? And that's with any type of art. I don't care if it's movies. I don't care if it's music. I don't care if it's a painting. I don't care what it is. It can be very simple to understand, or it can be very difficult to understand. But the art is expressing some sort of idea to communicate a point, right? There can be multiple layers between to these points. Like, let's say there's a movie that's very psychological, but it's also fun and entertaining and quick, right? You can some people, some viewers, right, may see the movie and be like, "Wow, that's just a very action-packed movie," and others may look at it and be like, "Whoa, that was actually very deep." But then, through communication and detangling of what the artist is trying to say, then it can have a more significant point. It can have a more significant meaning, you know? So, I think this is fine. I think this is fine, right? Art is when the artist is expressing an idea to communicate a point. I'll say it's an expression of an idea to communicate a point. Even though there's no point to be communicated, that's still the point. Well, that could be easy, but it's fine. An expression of an idea to communicate a point. There we go. That's art. That's what art is. Fantastic. Beautiful. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. Let's scroll all the way back. let's scroll all the way back. Okay. All right. Cool. What is art? Now, what is the point of this? What is the point of expressing an idea? Why do we express ideas? Why? Why don't we just say them? Why do we need to express them in all these different forms? Just talk. Just say it plainly, right? I think. Now, let me actually turn to my face cam for this. Right. Why don't you just say it plainly? Don't you just stop being weird about it and just say what you want to say? I feel like sometimes art is necessary because when you say something verbatim, right, the point isn't really caught if there's no sort of extra oomph, you know? If there's no extra like emphasis on the point or doing something that emphasizes the point so much so that it resonates. Basically, a lot of things are said plainly. A lot of things are said plainly. You listen to conversation every single day. You listen to different people say something, say ideas, think about something. You consume so much information every single day. Now, how do you stand out in that in all that transfer of information back and forth? How does a point that a person is trying to hmm, a point that a person is trying to push out, right? How hmm, how does that stand out of everything, right? I think the amount of art we see now on a daily basis is so much to the point that it's like art has been sort of kind of diluted. But even in a position where there's so much art, how does an artist make another piece of work that stands out, even if the competition is high? You know? So I think using art to say something has a more significant effect because it you're able to make that resonate with people more than if you just said it verbatim. So people tend to play around with how weird what they're trying to say can get. Not weird, but like how clear and how basically painting a picture. They're trying to make it as clear as noteworthy as possible, right? So let's say in a time of realism where everybody is just making very, very highly detailed, realistic pictures, or paintings of people. How do you make your own art pop? Well, you can continue the rat race of trying to be as more realistic as possible, or you can distinguish yourself like a Van Gogh, right? In movies or even on YouTube, how do you make your videos stand out over the competition? You can try to get the best camera, the best microphone, have the most famous YouTubers sort of collab with you. You can try to be even funnier than the last funny person or the last 50, or you can distinguish yourself. There's so many ways to express a point, right? And in today's day, there are so many different types of artists. Some artists takes more skill to reach a level of some artists, and others it takes just, I guess, luck. Other times it takes just being at the right place at the right time. Other times it takes just having the better idea. Other times it takes a whole team to bring about something remarkable, right? Now, this is just art. This is what is the point of art? This is the point of art, right? It's a way to stick out. It's a way for your message to stick out. I'm just gonna write that down. It's oh, how you doing, Lee? Who's Lee? How are you? I don't know if I know you. Because I'm still at these early stages, so I don't know if I know anybody that's on here. But hello, I'm fine. Okay, so all right. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. So it's a way to make the thing you're trying to say stand out. Oh, how are you? Sorry, my day. Um, I've actually been very busy today. I'm trying to finish this certificate on data analytics, so I've been working and learning it. I actually finished my last thing, and now I'm just doing this. How are you? How's your day going? Oh, thank you very much. Let me see. I need to put the chat box back. I don't know how to do that. It should be there. Why is it not? It should be. Oh, I think there's a delay. That's why I'm seeing your thing late, or I think you're listening to my reply quite late. Where am I from? Uh, I live in Ireland. Yeah, neighbors to the UK. Well, the weather, the weather would say something different. Anyway, what do you think about the content though? Like, and by the way, I record everything and I put it on YouTube, so no one's gonna really understand why I'm just speaking to myself. Oh, US, okay, that's cool. So that's why I'm really trying to get the chat box up. How do I do that? I'm still quite new at this. I started January. Okay. First thing I'm gonna delete this. Okay, I'm gonna add new source. I'm gonna say chat box. Where is it? 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 Oh, thanks. Thank you. Where's it? Where's the chat box? Oh, there you go. Add source. Add source. Okay, can you see that? It should come up, but I don't know how to make it better. Right, there you go. Okay, at least now I don't look crazy because I there's someone here. All right. I'll just leave it like that for now, and then I'll sort of work on it after. Okay. Suggest a way. Yeah, I think there's a delay. That's fine. I'll look through it later. Okay. Mm, so what does that mean? You should get some dope stuff for your channel. Like I don't get it. What does that mean though? Is it do you mean like what's it called? Yeah, I was actually meant to look into that, but I had this like 9 day hiatus when I was in Morocco, so I just never streamed. So yeah, I'll get to that though. I want to, and I'm having a day. I think it's going to be yeah tomorrow, where I'm just going to do technical stuff. Where I'm gonna try to just make the streams better and stuff like that. You see this light? I brought it here for a better effect, but I never plugged it in. Well, I can help you with that. Basically, I'm an artist and do work for streamer gamers and YouTubers stuff. Sure. Um, can we talk about it after this stream is over? Actually, put your link down. I'll look at it. Right, just put your link down first, and then I'll look at it after the stream is done because I only stream for an hour. I don't go out. Yes, I do have Discord. Discord. I made this Discord on stream, so I need to I need to get my I need to get it out first though. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. It's starting. I'm just gonna put it here so you can see how much time it's taking. Okay, this is my Discord. I made this on stream, right? So I just put every topic I talk about like on the Discord. What is my name? I don't know. I don't know how to get it. How do I get my username? Would this be it? Is that it? What's my username? Edit profile. I don't know my username. Is it foreign? Could be. Oh, there we go. I just copied it. All right, there it is. What? I'm gonna drop my username in the chat. Give me 1 second. No, I deleted this. I don't know. I have. Why do I have to log in here? Give me 1 second. I need to figure this out. And I can't see the chat anymore. I'm so bad at streaming. Okay, I can't see the chat anymore. I need to get Twitch on my phone. Twitch. Maybe Lisa can help me with streaming because I'm learning as I go. Okay, but I'm going to send you the thing here. Not now. I'll go stream manager. Continue. Allow. Okay. Skip tutorial. Okay, yeah, I'll just add you then. And by the way, this is fine, right? I can have a whole topic to do, and I can just spend the whole time talking to whoever's watching. So let me add you now. Let me see. How do I do that? This is embarrassing. Friends. Okay, there we go. Add friend. What? What is this? Add friend. Oh. LSA underscore MORRIS 30. There? Let me know if you have that. Okay, yeah, you can just send the link on Discord then. and then we'll speak about it later. I have how long do I have left to finish this topic? I have I have 10 minutes left, and then after 10 minutes of like intuition. So basically, what I do is I just pick random topics, anything I'm interested in, right? And then I just try to just like unravel it, detangle it based on intuition. And then only 3 days ago, I started like comparing my intuition and what actually exists. So 40 minutes to think about it, use everything I know to like formulate a statement, and then 20 minutes to see what is online. I mean, I'd rather do this than doom scroll. So it's just for an hour, so it's cool. Right. So if you wanna stick around, you can. I'll just get back to what I'm doing. If you wanna stop me at any point, do. If not, that's okay as well. But what I want to do moving forward is to try to build a a community around this type of content. Obviously, Twitch is more it's targeted to like gamers and stuff like that. I used to be heavily involved with game. I used to love gaming, but I'll be dishonest if I said I didn't grow out of that. So I did. Well, I was forced to, right? So that's why this is who I am, and this is what I want to do. So I want to build a community around this. So yeah. But thank you for what you said, though. It's very very helpful. Thanks. So going back to this, right? Going back to this. What was I saying before? Okay, so an expression of an idea to communicate a point. That was the first thing. And then what is it really? What does it do for a point? Why don't you just say the things you want to say verbatim, right? What art does, and I think I said this already, is it basically sort of sets a particular point apart from the rest of the noise. It kind of like captures your attention. Not in the sort of dopamine hitting attention grabbing sort of ecosystem we're in, but art fundamentally what it's supposed to do is supposed to be sort of a refreshing idea, right? That's what it's meant to be. And now let's figure out the full prompt. The full prompt. First, let me just put this down. Okay, it helps an idea stand out. Now, for the full prompt, what would it be? Okay, so we've gotten what is the point of art, right? It's this and that. Now, what is the point of art in the midst of chaos? Now, that's the full prompt, right? Let's say, like I said before, nothing is going well, everything is going bad. What is the point of art then? Right? What is the point of art then? Hmm. It'll probably be a way of expressing hope. How, like, because you can ask yourself, or you can, let's say, for instance, you're in the worst possible situation you could be in your life, and you can ask yourself, let's say I'm streaming right now. 1 second. Okay. All right. Let's get back to studio mode. Okay, everything is fine again. All right, and I need to put this from the top. It's becoming downwards. Yeah. now put it from the bottom, speak coming upwards. It's okay. Right. So, as I was saying, I think what it does is it stands out in chaos. What art does is it is a way to communicate hope, right? Because let's say you're in the worst position you've ever been in your life, and you're like, why should I even be hopeful anymore? Let's say, for instance, you got into a very terrible situation or scenario, and you expected it to sort of like fizzle out after a while, but 2 years later, it's still even worse, and it's only getting worse. It's getting exponentially worse. How do you have hope? How can you have hope? Now, in that type of situation, if if okay, time out. Let's go back. Okay, I said a lot of things that is just not. I'm not tying them together well. So everything I said, I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna write it down. Okay. So firstly, what this is just what I think, right? It it in chaos, art helps to communicate hope, right? In chaos, art helps to communicate hope, right? Should I say for the hopeless? No, not for the hopeless. For anyone who who's lost it, right? It helps to communicate hope for anyone who's lost it. So, right, all odds are not in your favor, right? So, what's the point? What's the point of continuing to try? What's the point of thinking things will get better? What's the point of the light at the end of the tunnel? When I've been walking in this stupid tunnel for years, right? 2 years, based on what I said. And everything that I expected to see by now has just not been true. So what is the point of me even thinking that something good is potentially going to happen? What's the point of that? How do you say to someone to just don't worry about it. Just it's fine. Just be hopeful. There's only so much times you can say just be hopeful. There's only so much you can say I'm here with you. I understand your pain. I feel your pain. Even to be honest, you saying that can be undermining, right? Because like how can you feel this? Like there's no way for someone to really express a terrible situation. It's tough. It's tough to really express a terrible situation. Let me. Hmm. Uh, I forgot my password for my now because now I can't see the chat. I have to look on my phone to see the chat. Yeah, I couldn't see the chat, so that's why I ignored it. Sorry. Yeah, I don't worry. I'm gonna have a look at it. Mm. Oh, I actually need to come up with my statement before because I need to go do research now. Okay. Um. Right. Let me transition first. What do I think of it? What do I think of it? Wait, is my video? Oh, it's supposed to be on top, not under. Okay. Right. I'll give myself 3 more minutes to come up with something. Um. I think all I need to do is just, I guess this is fine, right? In chaos, art helps to communicate hope for anyone who has lost it. I mean, that's a decent like conclusion, but I didn't really extrapolate much. So let's just join the both together, right? I mean, go back. What I'll do is I'll get rid of this. Oh, okay. That's how you do it. All right. Right. Yeah. I'll cut this off, and then cut this off as well. Cut this off as well. Okay, and then I'll just link these two together. All right. So boom. Bring that over here. Bring this over here. Right. And then I'll put this down here. And now we need to look at what we said for both of them. I'll just bring them closer. Actually, no. Let me do this. I'll bring this down here just to make it stand out more. Bring this down here. Bring this down here. And then I'll bring this down here. And this will make my final sort of statement. What the fuck? Okay. Now based on this, what what is it? Where is it? Am I tripping? Alright. Yeah. What is the point of art in the midst of chaos? Based on this. Okay, so art firstly is an expression of an idea to communicate a point. It helps the point stand out, not the idea. Is it the idea? What's the difference in an idea and a point? I can't think too long. Okay. Alright, so art is the expression of an idea to communicate a point. I think it helps the points to stand out. Or should I say it's an expressive way to communicate a point, right? In order to make it stand out. I think that's a better way of saying it. Okay, so an expressive way to communicate a point. Right. Art helps points stand out. Okay. In chaos, so it's like, why are you still making comedy skits when the whole world is collapsing? Because if the whole world is collapsing, why would we want to make it worse by being dull? You know? Or is that just condescending? I don't know. But it's like, how can you still be making these petty jokes? Why would you go to a fallen nation that everybody's sort of miserable and just start trying to make them laugh? What's the point? What does laughter do? Right? Look them in their face and tell them how miserable it is. Tell them they need to work and continue working. Right? Some may say, comedians may say, what's the point of that? You know? Right? I think we're gonna probably come back to this. And this statement isn't really a good final statement, but I don't have too much time to really correct it. Let me just do one last thing to just make it like make sense. Okay. My final statement. What is the point of art in the midst of hope? The point of art in the midst of in the IDS of is to I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any more time. I can't give myself more time. Okay, this is the first time I've this is the first time I've actually not, I guess, finished the statement. But actually no. It doesn't matter if I don't like that's the main point. I have to finish the statement before I can do some research. That's what I said before actually. So yeah, let me stop thinking I have to go and do research now. I need to get my thoughts together, right? And make sure I come up with a concrete statement. Like the research just helps so that I can learn more and really understand what the actual correct term is to describe a particular query. So, what is the point of art in the midst of chaos? Let me just relax and give myself more time. Okay, in the midst of chaos, what does it do? Well, with comedy, it helps to turn crying into laughter. Right? Why would you want people that are weeping over their loved ones, let's say in a war-torn country, to laugh? Well, why the flip not? Why wouldn't you? You know, what's the point of the jester, right? Why wouldn't you want people to laugh? I think it's this thing of, and let's just go into like this one aspect. It's probably this thing of just, well, you're not supposed to laugh. Well, who tells you what you're supposed to do? And people can take that sort of talking point and really stretch it and do whatever they want. But hmm. And there's another proverb that goes like, "You haven't lived until unless you laugh. You have to laugh every day or something like that." I can't remember how it goes, but it's like you have to laugh every day to know that you're alive or something. Even in the worst moments, you have to try to be upbeat, right? You can't sink into sort of misery. I think without art, a it like without art, no nation would be colorful. You know, you need color. And like if everything was black and white, everything would be boring. So there needs to be some sort of there needs to be something punchy. You know, something punchy, and then art can actually be the antithesis of color, right? When a nation is too colorful, too bright, an artist might say, "Listen, not everything is all this and that. You can get comedy sketches get so deep and so real in the middle of it. Because why are you all laughing? Why is everybody laughing all the flipping time? You know? It can redirect your attention and it can be fast. And you can do like art is so broad that trying to really condense it into one thing is like you really can't. But there is something that every single type of art has in common, and that's what I'm trying to sort of explore or present an idea on, right? So the point of art in the midst of chaos, it's to draw your attention away from the immediate issues. Is it that? Because some art actually draws your attention or makes issues like more like visible. So, but in the midst of chaos, it serves the purpose of making sure people don't drown in misery. Nah, that doesn't seem great. Okay. Okay, so the point of art in the midst of chaos is to make sure the people that are experiencing the situation don't drown in the misery of it. The point of art in the midst of chaos is to make sure the people that point of art in the midst of chaos is to make sure the people experiencing it don't drown in its misery. I think that's fine. That's fine. The point of art in the midst of chaos is to make sure people don't drown in it. Make sure the people experiencing it don't drown in misery. Yeah. So even in your worst moments, you can, I guess, find something to still laugh about. Right. Okay. I think I'll leave it at this. This is Oh, flip! It's actually it's anytime. Okay, let's go. Let's go searching. All right, Google. Oh what is the point of art in the MIDSD of OS? The midst of chaos, art serves as a vital tool to organize disorder into meaning, providing a necessary sense of calm, refuge, and reflection. This is better. Disorder into meaning. Stillness in the chaos. By the way, Medium, I would recommend Medium. It's a decent um, app. Creativity and creativity and I think this might be the video. Is this a TED talk? No, it's not. I think there was a TED talk that actually inspired this topic. Why making art is essential in times of darkness. Let me see this. Manage options. By the way, anytime you see cookies, I don't care how long it takes. Turn every single one of them off. Turn every single one of them off because your data is very important. But this one is too long, so I'm gonna skip that for now. Creativity in the midst of chaos. Right. Okay. Let's just scroll all the way down to the conclusion. No conclusion. Calm. Let's just see. Right. I have spent a couple of weeks. Okay, that's too long for me. We don't have enough time. We have like 2 minutes. Finding joy in the midst of chaos. Well, that's different from art. How does chaos inspire art? No, that's not the same prompt. Why making art is essential in times of darkness? No. Creativity and the chaos rainbow? No. Finding hope and purpose in the midst of chaos? No. Stillness in chaos? No. I'm talking about making art in chaos, or the point of art in chaos. Finding joy in the midst of chaos. The ability to see beauty in the midst of chaos is different, right? Okay, then we can go back to the original one, the one that I guess, Gemini, the Gemini overview. Okay, in the midst of chaos, art serves as a vital anchor, transforming disorder into meaning, fostering and providing a necessary refuge for the human spirit. Oh, that's good as well. The human spirit. Yeah. It acts as an arrest of attention. Yep, said that. Allowing for a moment of stillness and reflection while offering a way to process complex, overwhelming emotions and maintain sanity. There as well. So like maintaining sanity, because in the worst possible scenario, right, you start to lose your sense of self, right? So it sort of helps to maintain your human spirit and your sanity. So that's the point of art. So no matter what, keep finding some way to bring about beauty in chaos, right? That's kind of what it is. So art is useful in chaos. Okay, that's all for today, and I'll be here same time every day, 9 to 10 Irish Standard Time, right? But Universal Standard Time, I'll be here is 8 to 9, I think, USD. Wait, USD time. Current USD, right? See, wait, what? It's 10. So it is USD then. Oh, I've been saying different. All right, so 9 to 10 Oh, UTC. Universal time coordinate. Yeah, GMT. Okay, so this is where I'll be here from 9 to 10 this time. All right. With that being said, peace.